Good afternoon, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Fantastic. I'm just going to very quickly introduce myself. My name is Manuel Reyes. I'm chief geek for an organization called Cognizant, probably one of the largest technology companies that you've never heard of. But I'm not here to talk about me and my role. I'm not really here to talk about Cognizant either. What I am here to talk about is somebody called Goodness, one of my colleagues who's joined us recently through a bootcamp process. So Goodness was very similar to quite a lot of the folks I hear today that are looking to start new careers, came and spoke to us, found some opportunities, so we're going to talk about those. So Goodness, my first question to you is just give me and the people in the room a flavour of how you got to be standing there.
Hello, hi, I'm Goodness. I'm just here to tell you guys a little bit about my background. I am a mom of two, and I grew up in Nigeria, moved to the UK to pursue a career in data science. But yeah, I did my first degree in Nigeria as where I studied computer science, and then, like I said, I moved to the UK for a master's degree in data science with the University of Sheffield. I think that's a little bit about my background, or do I
No,
need to do anything
no,
else?
that's
Okay.
absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So as you kind of progressed into that career, as you came to be standing there, as I said, and you kind of looking for roles in data science and you sort of went into where you are right now, what kind of challenges did you encounter? If you think about the folks that are here today, they're about to encounter very similar challenges to what you've had. So what challenges did you encounter? And more importantly, how did you overcome them?
Okay. Coming into the UK as an international student, I had the issues of, in fact, I had two major issues. So initially, I felt like coming to the UK with a background in computer science and a data science master's degree, I just felt like getting a career in tech would just be a walk in the park for me. But I was quite in for a shocker, when I realized that it didn't necessarily matter about my background, my educational background didn't necessarily matter. All they cared about, or what most recruiters were looking for, was work experience. And then the second major issue I had was my immigration status. So what I did to overcome the aspect of my lack of experience was to just take a step back from applying, sending in applications and all that. I took a step back and then had to re-strategize. So I applied for I assigned, joined a couple of memberships, tried to attend some seminars, reached out to speakers of these seminars, and then just to listen to their experience and also kind of develop myself more. I attended a couple of boot camps, and I think that's even how I got my career break. So yeah. So then, in terms of also part of aspect of developing myself, I rather than going for my dream job, which was data science or data analyst roles and all that within that sector, what I did was to take a smaller role in a smaller organization, just to give myself that head start and also to have like a UK work experience so that, and I didn't even give up even while I was in that role. So I kept doing that particular job, and then as well applying for my dream jobs. I also tweaked my LinkedIn profile, became more active on LinkedIn. Yeah, and then what else did I do? I did a couple of things. So worked on my CV, made it quite interesting, and just I don't know. I did a lot of things, but these are the few I can remember right now that I did. But that's a little bit of how I overcame the challenges of no work experience in the UK, and then I think that's all I can say for now. Yeah.
So one of the things that you mentioned to me when we were talking earlier was that you kept your skills fresh whilst you were going through that.
Yeah.
Could you kind of talk me through what that is, what you
Well,
mean by keeping your skills fresh?
Yeah, so while applying for jobs, I felt like if I was to get like a data science role at that point in time, I wasn't going to be ready. So what I did to just refresh my skills was taking up courses like Coursera courses. I also bought some courses on Udemy, as well as registering for LinkedIn Premium. You know, did some courses there as well, even though I didn't finish most of them anyway. But I did that, and I also attended boot camps, and it was even during one of the boot camps that Cognizant had in conjunction with Codeverse. That's how I got. It was for Black History Month, so that was how I got my big career break. Apart from just attending boot camps, I didn't necessarily shy away from interacting with the organizers. I think that was the most interesting aspect of my participation in that program. So I did my best to remain visible, and then as well as gaining the required skills. Yeah.
I think that's the main takeaway as well, just from my experience of working around technologies, having that passion to kind of, you said, just to make yourself known, make yourself seen, be with people, engage with people. I like to sometimes say, don't just be in the room, be in the room with the people there, engage with people, work with people, understand what's happening. And that passion does really come through, and that's how great candidates like Goodness are found. And that determination as well is really, really important, because it's not a straight line. I've been inside technology careers now for 25, nearly 30 years, and I know from experience, you don't go straight through. There's always going to be something where you've got to sidestep. There's always got to be something where you've got to kind of pivot and do something different. So always keep your eyes open to the opportunities that are ahead of you. So that determination, when things don't go quite as planned, like sometimes happened with you, is to pivot and to do something different and to learn from it. And that's a really key thing. So thank you very much. It's fantastic to work with you, Goodness. I'm really, really happy to be doing this on stage with you today. So in closing, when I first did the introduction to us today, I mentioned that Cognizant is one of the largest technology companies that you've probably never heard of. So a little bit about Cognizant. We are 360,000 people worldwide. We work out of approximately 40 different countries. We work out of hundreds of different cities. And now we're opening an office here in Leeds. So we want to talk to you guys. We want to understand the kind of roles that you are looking for. Be the next Goodness. Come and join us and work with Cognizant. So we have our booth just over there at the back, 2A, one of the white ones, second one up. So come and talk to us. Come and talk to Goodness about her experience. Come and talk to me, if you like, about a very long and boring technology career. But yes, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your interest. And come and see us at our booth. Thank you very much.
Thank you.